big up everybody. It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to talk about Man United finally winning. Guys, this game, whoo! I'm still anxious after this game. Like my blood pressure was up here and it's still mad. This is how us Man United fans are feeling at the moment. But we needed it, we got it, but we'll definitely, of course, dissect everything. I'm here with a very special guest, Skye from Sunshine FC. How are you, Skye? You good?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. I totally
Yeah.
feel you. My adrenaline is still going, so I'm excited to talk about the game.
Yes, 100%. Whew, Lord have mercy. Big up, everybody. Make sure that you give this video here a big thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel. I also have links Sky's channel down
Oh,
below as well. So make sure you do subscribe to her. Big up to Eddie. Subscribe to his channel as well. Big up to Henry, Jordan. Bajan says, big up my sister Sophia. You finally got a win, eh? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Llewellyn, big up to you. Yes, tough game. Yeah, we will talk about it. Big up to Twalumba as well. All right. Sky, talk to me. How did you feel about that performance?
okay. The fact that Johnny Evans is the man of the match potentially is crazy to me.
Exactly.
um,
Oh
it
my
was.
word.
I mean, football wise, it wasn't pretty. It was just Man United this year. We were just trying to figure it out as we go. And I
Yeah.
think that's the thing that's so hard about this team this year is like it's just you don't know what to expect. Anything could happen. And I just really wanted Rashford to be subbed out, but we can talk about that too. He did nothing today.
I agree with you. Exactly what you said there, when you started off with Johnny Evans, right? Like I felt like, are we back in 2013? Is this 10 years ago? Like, what are we doing here? That
Yeah.
was mad, but like you said, potentially we might need to maybe talk about him being man of the match. You at least consider as it because the guy could have also had himself a goal. You know
Yes. Yes.
that's mad,
And he
and it
had the
was good.
assist for
Yeah,
the goal that we scored.
exactly. And what a wonderful. I know a lot of people talk about. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Bruno's volley. That was amazing, but
Mhm.
the cross that Johnny Evans gave, wow.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
like,
that was
was that
beautiful.
Johnny?
Yeah.
No. I
Yeah.
was like, yo, oh my God. But, like you mentioned with Rashford, he definitely is one of a lot of the other guys as well, but especially Rashford. This game was not his today. I don't know. He got to do better. Like, I also, at some point at the end, I was like, he got to go sub him up, get him out of here. That's
I think I would
definitely
have
what I was
subbed. I
thinking.
mean, I would have subbed him off sooner, but especially when he had that one-on-one break, and I think he could have potentially passed to Casemiro, but
Yep.
he just shot it and nothing happened, and then he threw his arms up. I would have, but that's just me. I don't know.
No, I feel you. What about? I mean, obviously, Amrabat came in the last few minutes. I really wish he would have maybe gotten a few more minutes in, but
Yeah.
of course, you're easing him in. At least it was a good debut with winning. Um,
Mhm.
I think I don't know about you, but I was just so, like I said, anxious at the end that I wasn't really paying that much attention to him. I was like, we just gotta win, and he was playing left back at some point.
Yes.
And I don't know about your thoughts with Sergio Regulon, the fact that he got to get the subbed out.
Mhm.
Hopefully, he's not gonna, have a knock that's gonna put him on the sidelines for a long time because he's like our, backup
Right.
fullback, left back. So if he's out for a while, then whoof,
Yeah, I know.
child. Ay, ay,
And
ay.
it looked like he tweaked his hamstring there, so that's a little nerve-wracking
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, I'm assuming you watched like the Bayern Munich game. Like he has been our energy. Like he has been like our fight. He's been out there. Just, I mean, he's on loan, so he might be trying to prove himself, but
Yep.
he's been our guy. And so if he's not playing now, I mean, we have her on back, so that could help. But yeah, that
Yeah.
makes me nervous.
Exactly. Did you think that what were your thoughts when you saw the lineup, the starting 11? Were you a bit concerned? Okay, yeah, your face says it all.
I mean, what United fan wouldn't be concerned? Of all the things I was concerned about for this match, it was not that. Like I feel like we all kind of knew okay who was gonna play, but I'm seeing Lindelof, Evans. I was like, what is going
Hannibal in the midfield. I was like,
Hannibal? He
okay,
played the whole entire 90 minutes.
yes. And I'm not gonna lie, he kind of did all right. It's Hannibal. He kind
He
of
didn't
did all right. Yeah.
he didn't do
Like,
too bad.
yeah. And what are your thoughts with how we play? Like this, I don't know about you, but when we press, it's lackluster. We don't really press like that. It's oh my god. I don't know. I just felt like Hannibal was maybe one of the very few that you were really looking at,
Hmm.
fully engaging into the press and whatnot. But after we were in with maybe within the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we just it was all over the place.
Yes,
All
but I
over the
mean, I feel like that's how we've been. I'm not Ten Hog out at all. I don't think a
place.
new manager will fix anything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only concern I have is that I don't know what our identity is on the pitch. Our identity right now is scramble, and every single game we do a diamond or we do a different lineup of like you know what I mean. Like it's we never know what to expect. That's our
Yeah,
style of play.
literally, that might be that. We never know what to expect. Let me read some of the comments here. Big up once again, everybody here. Um, Toloma says some players didn't deserve the full 90, but at this point, we where we're at, we will tail any scrappy win. Hey, at this point, I just wanted to win,
Yeah.
but like we're doing right now, of course, in this reaction, we're being honest. With
Hmm.
dissecting and giving, the opinions. We're not gonna sit there and be like, okay, yes, we won, everything's okay, kumbaya, we move on. No, 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 no.
Hmm.
Questions need to be raised. Question needs to be had
Hmm.
100%. Luna says Maguire's never been considered man of the match. Maybe like maybe beginning of yeah. I'm not. I don't know. You never know. Maybe I'm trying to. We can't sit here and act like Maguire hasn't had like some good moments in the Man United. Come on now. Like remember right before? No, actually even close to the Euro Cup 2 years ago. Like he was pretty good then. But that was then, and this is then. So we move on. Pools places this coach ego and stubbornness will sack himself out of job. How is Rashford play the whole game rather than Garnacho? And where is his style of football against his opposition? Think Ten Hag is over his step. Okay, okay, I hear you. Yeah, I ain't going. What did you feel about when Burnley? I'm not gonna lie. When Burnley, the way Burnley played today, I was like, are we the Burnley and they are Man United?
Yeah.
Because I was baffled.
Yeah. No, I was nervous at the beginning and the end. I feel like they picked it up in both of those instances where they were getting some pretty decent shots. Now,
Hmm.
we can at least credit Onana today and say he did his job. Like they had some shots there. He stopped them.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I agree. I think there are a lot of moments there where you can see where they looked a little bit more cohesive in terms of what they were trying to do, and we were just reacting to them.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. We were the way they were pressing, playing out from
Mhm.
the back. Like obviously they had a very good time during the championship last season, and now they, of course, got promoted and all that. But they haven't really had a first win so far
Mhm.
within this Premier League season. I think they only won like a Carabao Cup, I believe. Think it might have been against
Mhm.
Forest, one of the other team, but in the Prem, they haven't done so well, right?
Mhm.
So then you're thinking, okay, could they maybe do something against us? Obviously, when we were, at the first half, for me at least, was horrible. I was just thinking, nah, I don't know. This might go left real quick.
Yes.
So the fact that we got away with one with,
Uh-huh.
winning and a clean sheet, like you said, Onana, of course, like I would say shot stopping wise, very good. Distribution,
Yes.
a little bit iffy. A little bit iffy for sure. What's your thoughts about that VAR decision when Johnny Evans, did
Oh,
score? Did you
yeah.
feel like,
Nah, I feel like I mean Hojlund was there. I mean, the contact maybe wasn't as intense as I don't know. I mean, his hand was on him. It could go either way, honestly. Like
Yeah.
I think speaking of Hojlund, I don't think he played well today either.
Fair.
Um, I mean, he was there, but I don't know. I've seen him be stronger. He seemed kind of off today, but
Yeah. I hear you. I think there was like some moments, but overall, like, yeah. But then again, like, this is why we should have signed another striker, like somebody to be the main guy, and have
hmm
Hojlund be somebody that he can learn off of.
hmm
When he's gonna be the main guy, the guy's 20. That
yeah, I
that that
know.
is a bit of pressure,
I know.
especially, right? Exactly. So I don't know. I definitely see the potential in him, but
Oh, for
obviously it will
sure.
take some time, of course. But
hmm
at least nice to see, Bruno get on the score sheet. But I don't know. He did have some moments as well with Bruno where I was like, Bruno, stop it. You just want to shake him a little bit. Bruno,
I
wake up.
know.
Stop it. Oh,
hmm That's
Lord have
true.
mercy.
There's no
Yeah.
service for him. Someone said there's no service for him, and that's
Oh, with
not.
for Haaland.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, like you said with Rashford, like he sometimes can be a bit like, okay. I feel like he tried to be as give a pass here and there, but sometimes he
hmm
was overdoing it a little bit too
Yes.
much. And the same with Haaland to Rashford. Like both
Yes.
of them, they just haven't seemed to click yet.
Yeah.
And I think once they do, it can actually be very good in my opinion. But
hmm
whether that'll happen, we have to wait and see, of course. Was there any other player that you feel like okay stood out to you, either good or bad?
I feel like McTominay was very clumsy.
Yeah.
I mean, he seemed like he was falling a lot to me. He was like people were all like
Bumping
he was
onto his
tripping
own
people.
players, like, brother, where are you?
you know. Um, in terms of who did well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Casemiro's just kind of standard, right? Like you know what you're gonna get from him. He seemed like he was there. I don't know. I mean, this game was just like a nothing burger almost. Like we won,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah, that's the thing.
we got
I
3
just
points.
yeah, like we got 3 points. We're happy about that, but I just still
Mhm.
feel a little bit iffy in a
Yeah.
way. I don't know. It's weird.
Mhm.
Um, and Dallo, bless his heart, but
Oh.
Lord, I'm getting frustrated with Dallo. Dallo, he got to stop with some of the like bad
Mhm.
passes that he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lord.
I will say that you mentioned passing. This is Burnley, right? And we had a lot of opportunities where passes were taken from us. If this is Man City or like, I'm scared because that's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're done out here. If
I
that's Man
know.
City, ooh, bye
And we're passing
bye.
like that. Oh goodness.
Oh, but it's like sometimes it's just like, yo, you have the. Why are we creating, you know, just bad situations for ourselves? I don't get it. It's sometimes just kind of like I don't know, lack of like the concentration. Are you not fully there?
Mhm.
Mentality needs to be fixed on. I have no idea.
Mhm.
Like you did say with Casemiro, by the way, I do want to. First half wasn't too good. Second half, though, I must say he looked very good to me.
Mhm.
Very good to me in second half. I felt like he grew a lot more into the game. Passes was a lot more accurate. Especially when he goes a little bit further up the pitch. Looked good. So
Mhm.
hopefully we can see more of that, more consistency, of course.
Okay.
I don't want to see more Bruno on the right, please. No, no, no. Keep him on as that number 10 because that's where you get a little bit more off of him. But he does need to show up more when it comes to away games, even though he did today at the end, as he did score. But still, when it
Mhm.
comes to playing, the bigger teams away from home, we
Yes.
have to see a bit of character.
Mhm.
And like Llewellyn says, Regulon played while being ill. Oh, okay. Says a lot about his character. Yeah, like we've both been bigging up, praising Regulon. He definitely, of course, there's, we don't know how long he'll be here. Maybe he'll just be here for the few months that
Right.
within his loan spell, or suddenly he gets a longer contract if he does super well. But so far, from what I've seen, I have liked it. Of course, there's
Mhm.
certain parts where you could be like, okay, it can be a little bit annoying, but overall, it definitely has maybe been one of the better players, and that says a lot about the team. Not to
Mhm.
discredit anything that he's done, but it
Mhm.
just shows kind of the lack of quality of of,
Mhm.
h- of the games that we played so far.
Mhm. Mhm.
Whew.
And that's where I struggle with the disconnect with the players is the inconsistency. Like it's just being a fan this year is hard because you just don't know what you're going to get from these players
Yeah,
every single game.
I know.
You know?
You never know. It's there. It's just so unpredictable. Like,
Mm-hmm.
can you just give? Can we just know what we're gonna get?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, positively wise,
Mm-hmm.
right? Nothing. Just please. Next
Right.
game, of course, is gonna be the Crystal Palace
Mm-hmm.
Carabao Cup game on Tuesday. So
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of realized again, Pelestri didn't start.
Nope.
Thoughts about that?
Yeah,
He
I
didn't even play,
no,
actually.
he didn't even play, and it's weird for me because I feel like this is a game you should play him instead of Bayern Munich. Like he's so
Exactly.
young.
He just got thrown into the wolves.
I
Like, go and eat him. Take a bite. What? Come on. That is mad.
that is to me where I'm like, where is Eric Ten Hag's head at? Like, I want to
Yeah.
ask, like, what was your purpose in that? Were you just trying to see if he could hang, or I don't know. I would want to know why he did that.
Yeah. I also would like to know like what is the reason because he was saying, what was it? I think prior to the right before the Bayern Munich game, like a lot of even rival fans, you probably heard, with the
Mhm.
quotes, um, Alfonso Davies isn't a great defender and all of
Right.
that. Maybe Pelestri could do something potentially, right? Um, and wasn't the best game to maybe
Mhm.
let him
Mhm.
play. I think this one would have probably been a better game.
Mhm.
So I do hear you with that. But I don't know what the plan is for him because the guy wanted to go on loan,
Mhm.
and after a conversation with Eric Ten Hag, he's now here. He stayed.
Yeah.
So if he's not going to be a part of the squad, why not let him go on loan? Let
Right.
him get some minutes.
Right.
I don't think this will help his development if he's not
No.
going to be able to get proper minutes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You
No.
know?
I agree. I agree with what you're saying, and that, and again too, like, I mean, I've heard this. I don't know if you agree, but like, have the players improved since last year? Like, has anyone improved?
Since last year?
Yeah.
Ooh, ah. I mean, this season that's just it's. I mean, we're just 6 games in. It's ooh. I don't know. Now you're putting me on the spot here, Sky. I have no.
And that to me is where I'm like, what are we doing? Like, at least
Yeah,
somebody should look a little bit better, not the same, not
yeah.
gone backwards.
That is a good point.
But I don't. I
I don't know what we're doing because sometimes I'm thinking there's no way Eric Ten Hag tells you guys to play like this. There's
yeah,
no way.
there can't be. There
I'm
can't
just
be.
like some of y'all are just playing for yourself.
Oh, for sure.
You've been like,
Mhm.
okay, you go one goal down or maybe 2 goals down, you drop your heads, and then suddenly the mentality is out the window,
Mhm.
and we're not gonna follow the game plan. Just do something. Sideways passes. And also, I don't know about you, Sky, but the long crosses, the long balls to no man's land. I'm tired of it, Sky. I'm
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That's not the type of. It looked like I said, it looked like we were Burnley with Sean Dyche. The way we were just pinging those long balls. What are we doing? Is this Sean Dyche ball or is this Ten Hag? I don't get it.
It's like they're just trying to do anything to get a goal.
Yeah,
They didn't care how. Yeah, it's I wish I had an answer, but it's just
yeah,
it's as a United fan, it's hard, you know.
it really is.
It's just hard.
It's people. To those of you watching, big up to you. Keep getting the likes up, okay? The more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. So once again, subscribe to the channel and also do subscribe to Sky's channel, Sunshine FC.
Oh,
Link
thank you.
is in the description box. Okay. Big up to Gene. Hope you're doing
Hey.
well. And in sports, my guy Nippon. Hope you're doing well. Peter J says, big up Sophia. I'm just waiting for their Bruno sexuals. He saved the squad again. Eric Ten Hag shocking again. I said it before already. Whenever y'all ready to move on, join me. Elaborate on that, Peter J. When you say whenever you're ready to move on, join
Right.
me, does that mean that you're Eric Ten Hag out and you're waiting for us to join you? because both me and Sky, we're not Eric Ten Hag out.
Not right now. Nope.
Not right now. Not at this very moment, at least. Definitely not whatsoever.
Because what would that fix? Like
Thank you.
that nothing would change. We would go through literally the same thing again where okay, we get a new manager, they're gonna want new players, so then we gotta go through changing some of the squad, and then we gotta it's just nothing's gonna fix if we get a new
Nothing.
manager.
Exactly. I agree with you, Sky. I just feel like, whenever people be saying like, yeah, but everything knocked out, okay, but what is then your solution? What will happen next? Are we
Mm-hmm.
then gonna get in an interim manager? Okay, who's that guy gonna be?
Mm-hmm.
How long will that be? Will we then get another manager in? Will that person come in next season, like we did when Urs Gunnar Solskjaer left and we got Ragnick? We all know how that went. That
Mm-hmm.
didn't work out with Ragnick. Bless his heart. I got no problem with Ragnick. But we tried to play Gegenpress for 45 minutes in a Crystal Palace game. Didn't work out after that, people. Okay? We finished sixth that season on a
Mm-hmm.
technicality just because Brighton wasn't able to win against. No, my bad. Just because West Ham wasn't able to win against Brighton. Other than that, we would have probably gotten seven. So it is what it is. But I just feel like I completely get and hear those people that are saying,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, sack the manager. I'm just in saying, what are you wanting us to do later? Give me your solution. Okay, if there's
Mm-hmm.
anybody in the chat that are Tenag out, I want to hear your solution. What
Mm-hmm.
will you want to happen? What's your plan? What should the Glazers? The Glazers got to go. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I just almost puked when I said that. Oh Lord, I can't. They gotta go.
They
Hopefully the
gotta
Qataris can
go.
come
They
soon.
gotta
Oof,
go.
gotta go. They're ruining our club, Sky. They
I
gotta
know.
go.
I need a
Ah,
Saudi Arabian sugar daddy to come save our team because
yes,
I can't take it anymore.
yes. Where is it? Oh,
Today I feel Qatari.
Yes.
I love you. That oh, we need. Just imagine if we can suddenly hear Glazer's gone,
I
Sheikh
know.
Yassim, Qataris comes in, new owners in. Oh my God.
That'd be the best day ever.
That would be the best because then you'll be like, finally, we get our club back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Glory, glory, Man United. Ah,
I
that'd be
know.
wonderful. Oh, here is Peter J. Says, I don't like Eric Ten Hag, so I'm biased. It's like getting Pep. Oh my God. At the 99-cent store.
A
Peter J.
little
No,
harsh.
you're taking a piss. Come on. You're taking a piss. I mean, I get you don't like him. And you said, so you're biased, but okay, my solution is Glazers out. I mean, obviously, we're definitely on board with that, but
Mm-hmm.
as it seems, I definitely still think they will go. I just don't know when it will happen. I'm tired of it, but hopefully they'll leave soon. Either way, like Raja says, big up to you. Says, wait, you said Leach look crap too. I mean, brother, Leach didn't play. I was thinking you said something like Leach wasn't playing, but he didn't. Okay, what? I hope Lisandro Martinez won't be gone for a long time because yeah, that's we got.
I don't even think we know what happened or what's wrong with him. It
I
just
don't
kind of
know.
came out of nowhere, unfortunately.
Yeah, I
Um,
feel like he might. You know what? He hasn't been the same since the injury. I
yeah.
just feel so far this season. He hasn't been completely on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he maybe potentially might be carrying that same injury maybe that he hasn't really fully recovered from
Yeah.
it.
That's true, which is unfortunate
Very
for him.
unfortunate.
And then I like we're talking about this, and in the back of my head is always Mason Mount, and I don't know why, because I don't know like when I don't know. I just don't know. Like I don't know. This team just makes I don't know where the puzzles all fit. You know?
Oh, okay. So when we signed Mason Mount, were you on board with that, or were you a little bit?
Not really.
Okay, I feel the same. That's exactly how I felt. I was like, Uncle Eric, I don't know where we're going, but I hope this works out. But I don't know. I really, of course, want, like, we would all want it to. I'm not gonna be like, I told you so, but
Right.
I want this to work out. But I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, he's just played 2 games so far this season. He's back in training. He probably could be available for the Crystal Palace game on Tuesday, maybe. But
Yeah.
what do you think his role would be? Some I was seeing reports, people saying like maybe potential spot on the right wing, as he has played that, um, in his Chelsea days before. But I don't
I don't
know.
know. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we're both like we don't know. People, sorry, we can't get no, we don't know. We
Yeah.
hope it works, but we don't know. I mean, and it doesn't really help that he has the number 7 shirt as well. Why did we do that?
Yeah,
Why?
that is crazy to me as I wear a Ronaldo shirt right now.
Yeah,
But I
right?
don't know. That's
It
wow.
doesn't make any sense. Ugh. And as Sports TV says, do you ever see Eric Ten Hag as a future Netherlands manager?
Is he?
Potentially, maybe. Not now, not anytime soon. I mean, let's let him focus on doing the job that he can do for us. Okay? And then afterwards, we can talk about him becoming the Netherlands coach in a few years, but not at this very moment. Okay? Versus play Mount at wing opposed to Bruno. I mean, I'd rather do that for sure, but hey, we will see. What else do we have here? Oh, Red said if it don't work, could have gotten the Gaussman. Come on. I mean, the Gaussman now went to he's now the German coach until next year. So I don't know. I mean, the thing is though, people. Once again, like Skye said earlier, what will it help with just sacking him now? We've done this with so many other managers. LVG, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Even before that, David Moyes. We've got so many managers, people, over the years. What does it help? Obviously, the common here is the owners. And we got to also do something with the players as well. We can't just have you probably heard Sky with the whole, the leaks coming out, the dressing room leaks. Like, I can figure that you're also tired as much as I am with that whole,
Hmm.
debacle and all that. But do you think that Ten Hag has lost the dressing room, or do you think that it's just paper talk?
Uh, I'm kind of in the middle. I think I don't agree with what Jadon Sancho did, but I think what he did showed that there is something going on there because I
Yeah.
think if Anthony was still here, he'd still be on the pitch, which wouldn't make any sense, especially
Mm-hmm.
because he wasn't really performing at the time that he was playing. So I think I could agree with the fact that some players might be frustrated off of the favoritism. Um, but at the same time, like we don't need to know that. Like
Yeah,
I
that's the
think
thing.
that's the problem is the players have too much power, the Glazers have too much power, and I think it's messing everything up.
Yeah, because there's also been people like before. I mean, before Brighton, lost to was it Athens in the Europa League? People were saying like, okay, maybe we should try to get the Zerbi in. Don't get me wrong, the Zerbi, I think is a great coach, but I think one of the reasons, or maybe the reason, to why he's done so well, um, since Graham Potter left and joined Chelsea and all that, is due to the fact that Brighton has a proper structure in place from
Absolutely. Yep.
right from top to bottom.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
No, I agree. Keep
No,
going.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Right, you have a proper structure from top to bottom. If we were also managed in that same way, that can be a different story, of course,
Mhm.
but we're not. So if we do get the Serbian, you know what? In the next a year or so, we will have the same conversation again with the Serbian. Be like, yeah,
Mhm.
oh look, it was Brighton. Da 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 da. We probably should have got. We probably shouldn't have gotten the Serbian. Maybe we should go to get Luis Enrique or something. I don't know. Just the next best thing is what we're gonna hear. Somebody
Right.
else that's gonna be, the flavor of the month in a year
Right.
from now.
Right.
So once again, people, I'm just saying, if we do get rid of Eric Ten Hag at this point, what is the solution? That is not getting a new manager at this point,
Hmm.
because we should probably stick with him as we've just had him for a little over a year, is what I'm thinking. Give him time. Do you agree with that, this guy? That giving him a bit more time will probably be the best thing at this point.
Yes.
Hopefully, he can turn it around.
Hmm.
Honestly, if it goes like if we're at a point where this is not salvageable, we can have a conversation then
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
be like, okay, maybe potentially we might need to part ways. But at this point, we're 6 games in. I personally think people might be a bit too reactionary with like,
Hmm.
and also rival fans. Like, I'd be on other streams and just as a viewer
Yeah.
myself, I do see how, you know, our own fan base be talking, like, and also the rivals with saying, yeah, but
Hmm.
we don't see the playing style, which what else agree? We don't really see it, and it's frustrating, but sacking him at this point
Hmm.
doesn't solve much. That's all we're saying.
Yep. Exactly. That's all we're saying. I mean, it's that simple. It would do nothing, and we I have to remember too. This is Brighton is not Manchester United in the sense of like
Thank you.
the media is not on you,
Yep.
the press, the players, the fans. It is a whole different ballgame when you're talking about one of the biggest clubs in the entire world. So it's just unfortunately for him, and also we have to think about the fact that he's had issues with Ronaldo, Maguire, all of these things. Like
Yes.
it's a lot to handle in a
Yes.
year and some months. Like we need to just take a step back, okay, and let's see how it goes. Again, like you said, if it
Yeah.
goes super south, okay, we need to talk.
Yeah.
But there's a lot on this man's plate. He's gone through a lot, and last year, y'all, it's still third, okay, and it wasn't pretty last year.
Hmm.
So we don't even know how this season will end, but we just gotta relax. We get emotional. We're football fans,
Yeah.
we care. We just
We
gotta
do.
calm down.
Yeah. Just gotta like calm down,
You
sip, sip a little bit of tea, calm
know?
down. Okay. I get it. It's okay to be, you know, anxious, annoyed, frustrated. We all are. But calm down. That's what we're saying, people. Like you said, Sky, not a lot of managers have dealt with what Ten Hag has dealt with. People be saying it not to go fully into it, with the whole Anthony situation, of
Yeah,
course,
Sancho.
MG, Jadon Sancho, Cristiano
Mhm,
Ronaldo, um, freaking hell. It's just in the scrutiny from the media as well with dropping Maguire as the captain.
mhm.
Um, so many statements. We're statement FC. I'm tired of the
Yeah,
statements. It's like players are giving statements, their parents are giving statements, their siblings are giving statements.
that
Are
is
their
bad.
children also going to give statements as well? Are we going to see somebody's child give a statement as well? Or grandma? I'm just
Yeah,
asking.
it's that part for me. I feel like this is where I have an issue with the players. I don't think we talk about the players enough either because it's like I mean, I used to play sports. I was a former athlete. So when I'm seeing these grown men and their brothers and their moms
Yeah,
coming out trying to get like sympathy points, I have an issue with that because it's like
same.
this is your job.
Yeah.
Whether
It
you
is.
chose it, of
You
course,
did.
unfortunately, you're at Man United, so the eyes are going to be on you. But like, if you're not performing, you're not performing. And I know sometimes people can be a little bit too far, but to say that the criticism is abuse is wild because Maguire wasn't performing, Mount wasn't performing, no matter what you say.
Yeah.
Like, that's just facts.
I agree with that. And like you said, I think you're spot on with, okay, constructive criticism, that's not
Hmm.
abuse. 'Cause I feel like guys, we need to remember abuse, that's serious. Abuse is not something that we, joke around with,
Hmm.
you know? Like we can criticize somebody without being abusive. And of
Hmm.
course, we're not gonna sit here and say that abuse doesn't happen.
Right.
Definitely a lot of these players
Oh,
do get
absolutely.
abused and we don't condone that by any
Mhm.
means. I don't think that's okay at all.
Mhm.
But we still also have to put some of these players accountable for, the performances. And like you said, Sky, they're athletes.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have to be able to criticize you with not having to see a statement from your mother. No disrespect, but like, are we going to keep it 100 or not, people? Come on.
Hmm.
You
And I
know?
mean, we didn't see like any statements from Vinny's family, and that seems like abuse to me more than you didn't play
Yes.
good. Like, well, I don't know.
I mean, yes. I mean, I remember where a lot of people were going on. Pogba, for instance, as well. Like, he got a lot. I think we got to keep, proper energy here and not just, I don't know.
But that's the issue with the club is like the priorities are they're not right. The priorities are off. And until we can get everything together from the top down, like we're just always going to have these issues.
Definitely. That's the thing. Obviously, how they have um, dealt with certain situations, of course, hasn't been the best. We have definitely a proper incompetency from the board that has to be dealt with. Hopefully, with new owners coming in.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, Henry asked here, big up to Henry, by the way. Guys, do subscribe to Henry Ray Baker's channel. Show Henry some love. Ask, do you think Sancho will leave in January? I'll move this question to you, Sky. What are your thoughts about that?
Yep, he's gone.
Yep. You're like, yep, bye. He's gone. Yeah. I mean, you've the thing with I don't know that situation with him. There has to like you're even at this point starting to think, is there more to it?
I think so. I mean, it's sad that they can't come to an agreement. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
think it's weird that Ten Hag just wants an apology so bad. But then again, why does he want to? Like, we don't know why he want. Maybe something happened deeper than just a post on his social media.
Yeah.
I could see him not training well. I'm not a fan too much of his attitude sometimes, but I
Mm-hmm.
think it's just sad how it all played out. You never want to see
Yeah.
that,
No.
especially with someone with so much potential.
Yeah.
It's not like he's terrible; like he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it's sad.
It is. No, I agree with you. It's sad and it's unfortunate because, like you said, like it's a play with so much potential. A play we know is a
Hmm.
baller. We just haven't been able to see that at Man United. We really wanted it, but I don't know if you saw. I think it was a recent, just a few days ago. Might have been right before. Yeah, it was right before the Bayern game. Actually, oh, Gunnar Solskjaer. It was an interview with him. Obviously talking about his time at Man United. I just saw a couple of quotes here and there, but he was obviously talking about, how it has to fully worked out with having restriction in terms of how many players that he could sign.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
and also how it didn't really work out with Sancho. Maybe
mhm.
he technically was supposed to come on in to play it on what was it on the left, but he actually prefer no what was it no on the right, but he
Yeah,
prefers to play on the left.
yep,
I think
yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
Did we really need him at that point? It
Right,
kind of looks like.
right. And
Your
I
thoughts,
mean,
guy? Let me know.
when you hear that, then you kind of can feel for Sancho because then it seems like he was again sold something that he didn't ever get. And then on top of it, when Mason Mount gets number 7, I just feel like it his ego was hurt, his pride was hurt, could
Probably.
have been a little bit. And then, you're seeing Holland and Bellingham kind of do things, and he's kind of struggling. I mean, I'm sure it's just been really hard for him
Yeah.
coming from Dortmund, like in and having this experience.
No, I hear you for 100%. Like I just, and also with, of course, how it was for him last season. Getting that time off due to, of course, I think something with the mental health. We're trying
Yep.
to work with, to better his mental and physical health and
Mhm.
and all that. And you would hope that okay, once he slowly get integrated back in the team, you would maybe get that Dortmund Sancho, but we haven't seen it, and now a year later, it's all gone
Mhm.
down
Mhm.
the drain,
Yeah.
and
It,
it's
it
it's sad.
it's very sad. And And yeah, you just, especially with someone who's so young and like he has so
Yeah.
much career left, you never want to see that. But yeah, I wish him the best. I don't think he's
Yeah.
staying. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Like, I'm not going to say this. We'll just say Losh. We're not going to
yeah.
say the first part. But yeah, Losh said we headhunted Sancho without doing the bare minimum of research on his attitude. He did this stuff in Dortmund as well. Man, I hear you. I think
Hmm.
I do feel like, of course, obviously we've heard there's been some stuff at Dortmund. There's been stuff, obviously, as well at Man City when he was
Hmm.
at their academy.
Hmm.
Um, but I do feel like maybe there's been a little bit too much of a character assassination at some point. I think they're gone a little bit too far, when mentioning stuff with what was it? The preseason tour,
Oh
when it was, the reveal of actually this away kit from
yeah.
last season, and the fact that he didn't, he was kind of saying, telling the presenter, like, could you maybe ask most of the questions to Luke Shaw and Bruno, maybe not to me. We're talking about his demeanor, like maybe being a bit of an introvert, and I'm like, really?
Hmm.
Maybe you just had enough. Then maybe he's like, you know what, I showed up. I don't have the best of day, but I showed up.
Hmm.
I showed up. But sometimes you
Hmm.
just have, like, you can have off days, you
Hmm.
still pull through and get through it, but you also have to be like, nah, I can't give a full 100%. And sometimes there's also with some footballers, I don't think everybody is necessarily going to be the most, woo, I'm an extrovert.
Right.
You
Right.
know, you if you look at, for instance, Aaron Bissaka, the guy is hella quiet. He's
Yeah.
very, like, chilled. He
Yeah.
probably might be very different maybe with his friends and whatnot, but he's just like, I just want to clock in, clock out. I just want to go to work and go out. And I'd be the same at my work. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, hey, Kiki, Kaka, and then I would go home. I'm
Hmm.
sorry. I don't
Hmm.
want to everything else after that. No. And
Yep.
that maybe that was, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel, at least, with
Hmm.
also related to being an introvert at points. So I don't know about you, Sky, but I do feel like it didn't make sense seeing those type of articles, those type of
Hmm.
news being brought up, because that didn't, it doesn't make sense, and
Yep.
it's, you
Hmm.
know, what does it help at this point?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's just in a hard spot again. I think we're hearing things we don't need to hear, and I think that's what's the frustrating thing is who is leaking all of this information like that. It's just it's not
Yes.
helping, and I think all of that on top of how we're playing is just it's created a mess, and I wish we would stop hearing these things because I don't want to know them.
Mhm.
I just want to watch play football. But
Yes,
yeah, it's just it's unfortunate.
it very much is. I do want to ask you, okay, so obviously we've talked about the game.
Hmm.
We're not won. Do you think that we can build from this? Do you think that, okay, we hopefully this was our bottom and that we can just go
Hmm.
forward? But do you think that's the case? Or will we just go straight back in, not do well against Palace for the Carabao Cup? Like, what are your thoughts about that? How
Yeah,
we
I
can move
wanted to
forward?
look. I'm looking at the schedule right here.
Oh,
So
yeah. Great.
I honestly like I don't see. Okay, if Amrabat's playing more, if Varane's playing more, I feel like yes, maybe we'll get some improvement there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't know. It's a very good question.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I mean, it's difficult to say because, like both of us have been saying, we're very unpredictable. We don't
Yeah.
really know what we're gonna get with this team.
Hmm.
You know, I think a lot of people were saying maybe, yeah, we must win. We did win, but it wasn't convincingly. We pulled through at the end,
Hmm.
but you do sit here and be like, okay, will we do better? Like, what are we gonna do next game? Are we gonna play a bit more better football? We're at home.
Hmm.
We're gonna be playing Crystal Palace back to back, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
gonna be at home.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be, of course, like we said, Carabao Cup on Tuesday, and then in the Premier League, I believe that will be, is that Saturday or is that
Yeah. It's
Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so Saturday, right? So I would expect us to get wins
Hmm.
in both those fixtures. as we are
Mhm.
playing the same team. If it was an away game, I would have been like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is mad because I wanted one of my hopes and expectations for this season. You might probably feel the same way as well. Was to work on that away record, especially when
Yeah.
it comes to the bigger teams, but also in general.
Mhm.
Um, we got the win today, but we have to keep progressing.
Mhm.
That's all we want to see,
Mhm.
progression.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know,
Yep. We have to see progression, but that's the. I mean, will we? I don't know. Especially
that's
on
the
the
thing.
attack, like on the offensive side too. I just
Yeah.
both sides are kind of just like,
hmm Do you think? What about Mars? I don't know. I'm trying to think here. Ganacho hasn't really been playing that much either, as well.
nope.
You see more like Rashford playing like the full minutes,
Yep.
even though sometimes you're like, okay, brother, you gotta okay, grab
He should have
yourself
been
something to
subbed
drink
off
and
today.
sit.
He should have been
Yeah,
subbed off today.
you should have,
But
but didn't
and
happen. That's the thing. Oh
it's
yeah,
from that I could see why like a Garnacho would be frustrated,
yeah,
or I don't know,
yeah.
Palestri maybe.
Probably that is a good point. So yeah, to some, when it comes to for some players, you probably be like, you know what, I hear you. That you
Yeah.
can be a bit frustrated if you see like certain men are putting in the same, not the best performances, and you're not really getting that much of a sniff. That can
Hmm.
definitely make you feel a bit. You'll feel some type of way, and that's
Absolutely.
fair for sure. Yeah. Henry says, what is Manchester's priority for the season? Jazz Jones says top six. Where says get top three. Jazz Jones rebuttal says, no, LOL. You're not getting top three. I'm Spurs. We scored five against. Okay, we get it, Jazz Jones. We
Okay.
get it. I hope you win against Arsenal tomorrow,
Oh,
though.
me
Please do.
too. Come on,
I
Spurs, let's
need.
go.
Yes. Yeah. Tomorrow, we are Spurs. Yes, I'm so sad. And my dad is an Arsenal fan, so he's going to get it and hear
Oh
it tomorrow.
yes, that's
Oof.
awesome.
Arsenal must win. If they don't win, we will be there. We will be there for sure. But what are your expectations? I mean, what are your prediction and expectations, maybe?
B- Building off of last year, I wanted our team to look better on the pitch as a unit.
Yeah.
I can understand why last year felt similar to this year in terms of like our style of play, but the fact that that hasn't improved is concerning to me. I just
It is.
that was the one thing I wanted to see better is like, okay, also I wanted to get different players, but that's a different conversation for a different day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I feel like that to me is the most disappointing thing is like I don't feel like we improved as a unit on the pitch. I wanted to see
Spot on
something.
there. We just want to see something. Could that not be the something? The thing is, though, we do sometimes see something, but we just don't see it for a long time
Yeah.
in the games. We see it for like the first 20 minutes. Today it wasn't really 20 minutes, but in the other games, we see it in the first 20 minutes, and then suddenly, oh, heads are dropped. Like I said
That's what's
earlier,
interesting though, that you bring that up. I don't feel like
yeah,
we had our good 20 minutes this game.
we didn't. We
I
didn't.
feel like we just were playing.
We had 5 minutes that I was looking. 5 minutes. I was like, okay, and then bloop, and then they just went in. They were like, we
Yeah.
gonna play Burnley Munich football today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, are you mad? Big up to Mbappe. James says, I'm a Liverpool fan. We're gonna beat you 10-0 at Anfield and then 6-0 at Old Trafford. Liverpool fans, this is what I'm gonna
I'm gonna
say to you.
screenshot that. I'm just kidding.
Yes, you know what? I will actually. Receipts.
I am sick. I am sick, sick, sick of your shit. And when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
Tell him, Wanda. Yeah, I got a bunch of these.
Mhm.
Sometimes when you just don't want to respond, you just be like, you know what? Let me just put on the clip. Hey, yeah, Mbappe, hold that. Okay?
Right.
Oh, Lord. Jazz Jones says the last Man United had against Bayern Munich, I feel, was unlucky. You had that Eriksen miss in the first goal should have been said. Yeah. And also, the penalty was definitely very soft in my opinion.
Yeah.
I was
Oh my
like, yo, it
gosh.
wasn't really
Yes.
a Eriksen hand, but what was his hand here? No, come
No,
on.
right. That's what I'm saying. It was
Like,
like literally like this
it
far.
literally was like he didn't have it above. It showed nothing. I'm like, what is it? Do you want this to just cut his arm? Is that what he's supposed to do? Get out of here. Nah, 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 nah. Sometimes I don't know about you, not to. I don't want to make any type of excuse or anything like that, and I don't want this to seem like an agenda in terms of like the VAR, like oh they're after us. But I do feel like VAR. I think at the beginning I really liked it, but
Mhm.
it's not consistent enough with
Mhm.
the people that are using it. They're not consistent enough.
Mhm.
Like when we did talk about the offside goal
Mhm.
for Johnny Evans, it was something similar that happened. I believe Man City when they played Fulham earlier in the season, and then I think was it Akanji who interfered in the play, but the goal still stood, or it might have been Nathan Ake, one of the other
Mhm.
interfered, but the goal still stood.
Mhm.
And a lot of people were like, "Well, come on." So I just
Mhm.
feel like once again, just keep the same energy, be
Mhm.
consistent. That's all we're asking for.
Mhm.
Just be consistent,
Yep.
literally. You know?
No, consistency. I think too, I mean, I could be someone might not agree with this, but maybe I feel like too the refs may be relying on that a little too much so they don't, really pay attention to like what's going
Yeah,
on the pitch and they're like, "Oh, just check VAR." So,
yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's a consistency for me cuz like some games it'll be a pin and some games it won't and then it's just like, well, can we just know so that when we're playing these games, we're like, clearly that's a penalty, clearly it's not. Yeah.
exactly. And it's just like we can't have you guys coming after the game and be like, you know what? Sorry, we got it wrong. I don't care about your apology afterwards. I don't care.
And could you
I
imagine if
rather
that was like a really important game too? And you're just like, oh, we got
imagine.
it wrong, sorry. Like, what?
Yeah. And they've done that to a lot of other teams. So I don't want this, once again, I'm making it very clear. I'm not trying to make this seem like the VAR issues are just happening with Man United. No, no, no. They're happening
Mhm.
with a lot of other
Yes.
teams as well. Especially sometimes I feel very, very bad for the smaller teams who play against like maybe the
Mhm.
top teams. And, when they get a goal against them, that shouldn't really be a goal, that can already be like set. The match can already be done, you know, and really not have any type of what should I say for the other team to get back into the game because they might
Mhm.
feel very distraught and just bummed out after that. So
Yeah.
once again, all we're saying is keep being consistent. That's all. That's
Mhm.
all. Okay,
Exactly.
literally. But yeah. So for the last few minutes, is there anything else that you wanna? I don't know. Anything else we need to cover in terms of the game, or anything you feel like okay? I just wanna, I just wanna talk more about this specific player or anything Man United related?
I mean, well,
Mhm.
I just, I just feel as a fan, it just stinks right now. I think
I hear you.
I just want us to figure something out, whether that's
Yeah.
our roster, whether I just want something to be handled. And
Hmm.
just feeling in this limbo stage of like everything's a toss up, it's just hard. Um, but I think like if I had a microphone to like every Man United fan, I would just say, relax. Like we'll be okay. It
Yeah.
sucks because we are used to just winning and like being at the top, but that's
Yeah.
just not life. And I'm not too worried. Like I feel like we're going to be okay in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
We're going to get through this. And I'm looking at Arsenal a little bit
Hmm.
because I feel like they went through some stuff, similar stuff with
Hmm.
Arteta.
Yeah.
And they were very patient with him. And I want us to maybe have that kind of mindset. It's different because it's Arsenal, it's not Manchester United, but like I feel like Eric Ten Hag knows what he's doing. Like I think we're gonna be okay. We just need to relax. Um,
Yeah.
you can't sack people. I mean, it's just not realistic to sack people that so quickly. But if
I
we
agree with
have new
you.
owners, we're screwed.
Yep. I've said this before. I think what was it, maybe end of last year or early this year. I've been saying like I don't feel like we're gonna be successful again unless these owners go.
Mhm.
It will be very difficult, but I still want to believe that, like you said, we gotta be calm. Hopefully, we'll turn this all around, but we have to be a bit patient, of course. And like you said with the Arteta thing, let's be honest. I mean, Arsenal finished eighth twice.
Yeah, right.
Imagine if if we did that, he would be done after the first season, finishing
Right,
eighth. He'll be
right,
done.
right,
There's no way you can sit here being a Manchester United manager and finish eighth twice, then fifth, and then you get second.
right,
No, 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 no. It will be done after the first season. I tell you that much.
right,
Okay, that is
right,
mad. So that like you said, Arsenal. Obviously, the fans have been. Of course, there's a lot of people that were definitely calling for Arteta's head to be
right,
off at the
right.
beginning, and then now people maybe seem like a lot more of a unity now and on board. But with us, we are one of the biggest clubs in the world. There's so much reach, everything. Like
I know.
whenever Man United is trending, everybody's gonna hear it.
I
Just
know.
anything, everybody's gonna hear and talk about Man United some way, somehow. So, and it's like you said earlier as well. Like there's a lot of pressure with being a Manchester United manager. It comes a lot of eyeballs on you, and people are waiting for you to fail.
Hmm.
So I want to believe and hope, and I do feel like I hope and I trust. You know what? I trust Ten Hag, and I think he can turn this around. But yeah, all like I echo what Sky said, guys. We're 6 games in the league. I
That's
have
what
to say
we
this again.
forget. That's what we forget.
Like certain people be talking like we're freaking 15, 20, like we're halfway into the season.
Right.
Guys, guys, come on. And also, the thing is though, this could also change if we fully go on a run of wins and
Hmm.
proper performances, the tune will suddenly change. That's what a lot of people be forgetting. So
Hmm.
this can be salvageable.
Right.
You just have to obviously be a bit patient. But once
Hmm.
again, if it all goes left, we'll have a conversation then.
Yep.
But
Yep.
today, not the day. That's all. But Sky, I just want to say it's been lovely to have you on.
Yes.
I appreciate it. It was amazing to just have a conversation. I'm just very
Hmm.
glad that we won because it could just be a little bit laid back. But of course, like
Yes.
we do here, we keep it 100. And
Hmm.
it's not going to always be roses and peaches. But
Right.
today, we won. We take the 3 points. But it was just lovely to hear
Hmm.
your thoughts as well.
Hmm.
Just, you know, it was a nice
Yes.
vibe. So I
Yes.
commend you.
Thank you. And I just want to say, I'm kind of new to this whole scene. Like, I don't know, I've just started posting and kind of like putting myself out there. So it's a little nerve wracking, but Sophie, you've just been nothing but kind. And I just thank you for allowing me to come on and chat with you. It's been so fun. And I'm glad that we could have some positive and have 3 points and not be
Yes,
crying. So,
exactly.
because
Like,
we lost to Burnley. So I'll take
this
it.
could have been completely different if we would have lost today. I'm telling you, people. I'm very glad that we actually did win. Literally. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes. Me too. I'm
Yes,
not on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I'm more
yes,
active on TikTok like almost every
yes,
day. So
yes. Because I found Sky just randomly. I think I was watching maybe was I watching Saeed's channel or something? I think you might have
mhm.
commented, and I was like, oh, okay. So I just clicked. You hadn't posted the videos yet at that time
No.
because, as Sky said, her channel is very new.
Mhm.
But so I found you on TikTok. I was like, I like your vibe. So wanted to contact you, get you on the channel because once again, I love just seeing you know fellow women
Yes.
just talking about football and also yeah.
I'm waiting for the day when you're on a stream with Saeed. Like I'm gonna be the biggest hype person. I cannot wait.
Hey, I mean, I love
You need
Saeed's
some women on
channel.
those panels, man.
Yes, I might be like Saeed. Today might be the day. I'm joking, but we might be like Saeed. Yo, let's try to make it happen, bro. But
Yes.
yeah, either way, just people show some love to Sky's Okay, show her love. Subscribe to her channel.
Thank
Let's get
you.
the subscribers up. Okay, she's posting, she's doing very well. Also, do check her out on TikTok. I haven't posted your or put your TikTok link, but I'll do it in uh, d- uh, the description after this video. But her channel is there, so do once again show her some love. And you know what? We'll definitely have to try to collab again,
Yes,
Skye. Seriously, I
absolutely.
really had a blast.
Yes, I had a
Yes,
blast
yes,
too.
yes.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun. And I hope to hang out with you again
Yes,
for
yes, yes.
sure.
Awesome. Yes. Guys, remember to once again like this video. The more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there. I appreciate all of you guys being so
Thank
active
you.
here in the chat, showing lots of love. Um, and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 3K, so let's try to make it happen, people. Let's
Yes.
help a sister out and all that. And I will be back tomorrow night to do like a Sunday type football shows. I do have a Liverpool fan that
Yeah,
will
we're
be
gonna
joining
talk
me for
about
the
that
first time.
Arsenal loss.
Yes, we will. Arsenal, you must win. If you don't, we will be there more than you believe. Oh my God. But yeah, so that will happen at, for those of you who live in the UK, that'll be 8 p.m. UK time. So I don't know about you, Sky, but it's very annoying that some of those games are playing at the same time, like like the
Yes.
North London derby. I also wanted to watch Liverpool against West Ham,
Yes.
Chelsea against Aston Villa. There's some really good games, but they're
I
playing at the same
know.
time. And of course, I think
I'm gonna have
most
to like
people,
three different
obviously,
screens on.
yeah, I just have to be like a computer, TV, iPad.
Yes.
Lord,
Exactly.
I don't know, but most people probably would have their eyes on the North London derby. So Spurs,
Mhm.
we're backing you tomorrow, okay? London is lily white, okay? That's what it is. But yeah, guys, see you tomorrow. Big up, and we are out. Bye bye.
Bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.